What's going on, people? It's your man at YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy B9211 for coming through and boosting up the coin. Much love, General. You best believe it. So, we got a crazy situ right now. Fake Paul got the fire slapped out of him. He didn't know it, man. I'm telling you now. All the fake Paul homosexuals, you man are cooked. Yeah, I told you you'd be slow. You man don't understand the genetics it takes. Jake Paul's a mere mortal. He's a YouTuber, essentially. He's any man off the street can do what Jake Paul does, I believe. He's not genetically gifted like that. He's not. Yeah, and when you get in there with someone genetically gifted, when you start getting in there with the Beterbievs, the Canelos, you know ones there, the Mike Tysons, you see levels, and that's what we saw here. In fact, let's cover the slap now. I was going to do the... You know what? I'll cook you, man. I'll cook you, man, for the start of the video. We're going to start off with the press conference. We're going to do it in chronological order here. So the press conference, the weigh-in happened, which I'm going to get to. It's worth looking at. Mike is bone dry lean. Bone dry. Look at this fake... Look at fake the cake, Paul. Soft. A big, soft-looking ass. I believe he weighed in 227. Let's get the audio on that.
227.2 pounds for Al.
So 227 for fake Paul, fake the cake Paul, and he looks soft as ever. He looks soft. There's no definite, and you can say OYB boxing isn't a bodybuilding competition. It isn't, but like I said the other day, there's a reason Inoue can't put on 100 pounds of fat and compete at heavyweight. There's a reason for that. At a certain point, going up in weight classes is valuable if you're boiling down like an MFer. Like, for example, Crawford. Crawford was boiling down so hard to 135, it made sense for him to go up. He's not putting on... You don't see Crawford looking like Mr. Blobby at 147 or 154. He looks bone dry lean still. That's when going up in weight makes sense. When you're just eating more and looking soft, you're going to get tired. There's a reason you don't... People, there's a reason, apart from powerlifting, you don't see no big heifers competing. You don't see no big heifers in the athletics like that or in the swimming like that. You just don't. Yeah? It's not propulsive mass. Being fat is literally dead weight. In fact, runners often... And to some extent, well, runners in particular, they try and cut their fat down because you're just carrying more weight for nothing. It's not helping you go forward. It's literally like putting weights on your back, the fatter you are. And boxing's no different to athletics in as much as it's a cardiovascular pursuit. We're talking about 16 minutes here. And if you've got to carry an extra... Jake Paul is legitimately a 175 pounder. He's just weighed in 227. A legitimate 175 pounder weighs in about 190 on fight night. So Jake Paul's put on how many pounds? From 190 to 200 is 10 pounds. From 200 to 227, that's like, how many pounds? 37 pounds, people. 37 pounds. Which is the best part of what? 16 kilos. 16 kilos, people, of dead, soft weight. That's all it is. I did a video yesterday. We saw fake Paul weigh in against Nate Diaz. That fight was at 185. He had some resemblance there. But even at 185, he would probably weighed in, 195, 200? He's put another 27 pounds on above the Nate fight. He hasn't grown. He wasn't 14 years old and just put on 2 inches of height. He's the same guy he was 3 years ago, essentially. Right? So it's dead weight, and he's going to be slow and gassed as molasses, people. Let me tell you about molasses now. Molasses. Yeah? Molasses is a syrup/treacle, okay? And it's not... The viscosity, I think it's called. Listen, it's not slippy is the point. It's gloopy. And that's what he is. Slow as molasses. And we're going to get to it in a second, yeah? Apologies for cucking you, man. To watch more of the video, put me on, get me some coins. But the truth of the matter is, your man Fake Paul, the younger guy, pulled up on Mike, and Mike hit him with a two-piece, essentially. If you watch it, Mike licks his head off, and then goes to touch his body, and Fake Paul's like, I don't know what hit him. He don't know what hit him, man. He didn't know. He didn't have any idea what was going on, man. And that's what you're going to see, I believe. You're going to see a man in there, an everyday man like Fake Paul, in there with someone with Twitch to burn. And Fake Paul, for the people, I've done videos on it. Are you slow? Go back and watch the Jake Paul versus Nate Diaz highlights. Nate Diaz was slapping him to death at points in that fight. Slapping him to death. He had no answers on the inside. Mike, this showed you the Twitch he's working with. This guy's cooked. Yeah? And if I hadn't got in at such good odds, I'll be putting more money on. I think all in all, I got 40 on Mike to 40 on Mike to win. I've got someone on a draw, and I've got about another 20 on points for Mike. So there's a decent amount there, 670 quid. It's not a bad weekend's work, you best believe it. Anyway, let's get back to the point. Now we're going to look at Mike. You've seen Fake the Cake looking soft. Mr. Molasses. He been sipping the molasses as well. Look at Mike. Now this isn't a bodybuilding competition, but I'm not being funny here. Mike, for a 58-year-old, look at the definition in his legs and his calves. See, look, people, I've seen open bodybuilders look in worse shape than this. And Mike isn't boiling down to look pretty on the scales. He is just this guy. These are Silverback genetics, folks. Let me make the screen bigger, pause. So you man can appreciate. Mike Tyson is 58-year-old, bone dry lean. Bone dry lean from hard work. That's what's important here. Mike Tyson's not lean because he's trying to look pretty on the scales. He's lean because, number one, he's really a heavyweight, not like Fake Paul. He's been that way since he was 12 years old. And number two, he is a different type of human being like he told you he was. Yeah? Bone dry. Look at this. You don't get definition in your people. If you start getting separation in your quads, I'm soft as you like. I ain't got no separation in my quads. If you start getting separation in your quads, you are ready to go. You've been trained. And I think he's probably on a little piece of TRT. That said, I think Jake Paul's geared out of his mind as well. So that's going to benefit Mike more, though. A young 27-year-old, of course, gear will benefit someone. But a young 27-year-old is going to help Mike more, I believe, because of his age. Fake Paul probably had, well, I say he's supposed to have good natural levels, but he looks low T to me. So he probably didn't. But anyway, that's here or there. Mike Tyson weighs in. So Fake Paul was at 227. I believe Mike was at 228. So let's have a look now. Mike Tyson, what we're looking at here. Box rec. I'm intrigued to see how much Mike weighed in. I know in his actual prime, in like if you go back to 1986 or whatever, he's probably about 215. But again, he's older now. And I was like, he was what, 18 then? No, 18-year-old. You're never the same at 18. So yeah, look, bang on, people. He's in better shape than he was. And bear in mind, again, he's another 20 years older now. So this shows you he ain't playing. Yeah? 20 years older, you're expected to put even more weight on. If that makes sense. So if Mike Tyson weighs in 228, 6 pounds less, which is half a stone less than the Lewis fight, he's serious. He ain't playing. You don't get in that kind of shape playing. If Mike was playing, he'd turn up 250. Yeah? He bone dry lean. The last time he weighed, he fought Clifford Etienne at 225. Clifford Etienne, and he actually knocked him out. And there's some evidence here. Every time Mike weighs in 230 plus, he gets beat by McBride, beat by Williams. He comes in 225, he knocked Etienne out. Lewis is 234. Julius Francis. Yeah, I mean, look, he's 225. So this looks good. 228 for me, given that when he was, 25, 30, he was 223. That's about right. He's in great shape for a 58-year-old. He's put on and he looks healthy to me. He doesn't look drained or whatnot. He looks in great shape. But I'm lying, folks. So we've got a fight. I want you, man, to appreciate this pause. No Diddy here.
4 pounds for Iron Mike.
Whoa, 1, 2, 3. Let's play it again. What is going on with this thing here? Bone dry.
Official weight 228.4 pounds for Iron Mike Tyson.
Bone dry. And it's interesting on this stream here. You actually see. The slap happened already at this point. Let's have a look. I think the slap already happened. So now we'll go to the slap because they also do some interviews afterwards. And Mike ain't playing, and I think Fake Paul's in trouble. I really do. I think a lot of the pseudo boxing intellectuals we're scared about Mike. Don't come on Monday morning or whenever it is, Saturday morning, whatever day it is. Don't come back here now saying, "Oh yeah, I knew it." You didn't know. Hatman talking rubbish. G-Man talking rubbish. Oh, we're scared for Mike. All them man there scared for Mike. Don't come, oh, well, yeah, we did know Mike was... Don't say that, because you laughing. Oh, he was finished 20 years ago. Yeah? So make sure you're on point here. Make sure you're on point. Don't bother backtracking. Wow, yeah, well, look at Mike was in good shape. No, you're not saying it now. You're sucking Fake Paul off, essentially. Fake Paul's no good. I'm not being funny. Mike Tyson's not getting in there with Outta. I'm Art Peterbiev. He's a punk. He couldn't do nothing with Nate Diaz. 140 pounds soaking wet. Couldn't do nothing with Timmy Fumbles. Area level. What's wrong with you? It's pissing me off. Talking about this corny ass dude. He's a fake. Fake to cake Paul. He's fake. He looked like a cake. Big soft looking ass. Bottom line. Let's get now to the slap. Because look, Mike slapped him, yeah, and this guy had to go into... Mike slapped this guy into meditation. He slapped him into another realm. And Jake at this point is praying to the Shaitan. That's what he prays to. He's praying to the Baphomet Shaitan Hermaphrodite. Please, man, put me on. Because I don't know where that shot came from, man. The speed was phenomenal. Look at this speed here. Fake Paul's not ready for this speed, people. He's not ready for this speed. He was not ready, ultimately. I've seen Canelo in there. Fact. When Eminem Plant went to slap Carrot Top, he pulled it, hit him with a 2-piece. That is what premium genetics do, people. Yeah, it's like that film Tuxedo. And they put this tuxedo on and it gives them bare things and whatnot. Anyway, the point is, when you have the alpha genetics, you've seen things in a different dimension. And Fake Paul, he's like the regular schmegler dimension. He ain't seen shit. That's what he got. Mike slapped this shit out of this guy, man. He slapped the fire out of this guy, man. He had to meditate after that. He got slapped so hard, man. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's play the video anyway. Jesus. The Fake Paul comes like crawling up. He's always copying the mixed martial artists and whatnot. And that's the problem. When you play too much, my voice is going to Kabbalah zapped it, but when you play too much, you think these new age estrogenic YouTube cats, we see it all the time. Who was it? I think it was Sean Strickland or someone. I think it was Neon. Neon came to a Nate Diaz press conference and was like, "Hey bro, what are you gonna say when Masvidal knocks you out, bro?" Some low T beta Neek Diaz, bro, and he cacked his pants. Nate Diaz said, "Listen, I got some birds from the 305 that put hands on you." "Oh man, I don't want to fight, bro." You know what I mean? Some neaky looking out. So when these neeks, like Fake Paul, the neeks, they think it's all a game. Fake Paul was too focused on, "Oh, let's do something corny." Babash. Yeah, got the fire slapped out of him. Rather than focusing on... I've always said this. If I'm having a face-off with someone, I'm expecting the worst. I'm not expecting authorities to be looking after me. I'm expecting him to go. I'm going to be ready. That's what I'm focused on. But the new age guys, they're too used to, oh, well, I've got security and they'll help me out. And I've just got to focus on being a clown. Oops. It turns out he got. Might caught him slipping. The fake Paul walks up, posts up, and then fake Paul's just standing up at this point. You can see he's bending his knees. No, did he? You can see the bend in his knees. In fact, I'll make the screen bigger because some people have been complaining and they can't see. Still. So, where are we? So fake Paul crawls off the floor. He rocked him to his... Honestly, yeah, no cap. Mike Tyson rocked fake Paul down to his boots, folks. That's actually what happened. And Mike also feints to the body as well. I think Mike almost gets a free piece off, actually. We're going to play it in slow motion, but... slap the fire out of him. I think there's actually 3 punches thrown there. He wasn't trying to hit Jake Paul, but he goes to the head. He slaps Jake Paul's head, and then I think there's 3 punches. Let's go to the slow mo, but I'll play it one more time in full. So fake Paul just stands up, babash, and I want you to watch out. Focus now on Jake Paul's back leg. It kicks out because he's rocked to his boots. Jake Paul's back leg kicks out because he's been rocked down to his boots. So Jake Paul's just stood up. Look at his stance there. Focus on that leg. He gets slapped. His leg goes, bottom line. His leg goes, people. That's the fact. You can watch it. You can see it. It's not a... If someone pushes you, naturally your back leg will kick out to be support. His didn't do that. His went bowed. His went Amir Khan. That's what his leg did. He was actually about to be knocked out. If Mike had followed up, he'd have been spark on the floor. And it was quite a big rattle. If you watch Jake's chin, he's got, the thing about Jake Paul's chin is, he's got a long, pointy Habsburg chin. Let me show you the Habsburg chin. Habsburg jaw. The Habsburg jaw, that's the one. He's got a long, medieval Habsburg jaw. And the problem with this is, it's a physics problem. Yeah? The elongation of the Habsburgian jaw creates greater leverage around the pivot of the neck. So it's like, bash, you tap it there and it will just be spinning. Creates a whole bunch of force. And that's what you saw here. That's what you witnessed. Jake Paul pulls up, all naive looking, with his Habsburgian jaw. And Mike just clips it right on the end of his leveraged beak. Boop! And his jaw side goes spinning. Now focus on Jake Paul's head. How it spins. Bash! It proper rattles. It rattles, yeah. And his leg ends up tweaking. Because he's rocked to his boots. Watch again. Watch his back leg kick out now again. Stumble, man. He rocked. And he had no reactions either. There was no, like, pull back. There was no, like, I'm catching. He was just like a sitting duck. Yeah? He was stunned. And he's finished. I think this is great for Mike Tyson fans. Why? Jake now has felt some of the speed, number one. And number two, I think that slap might actually have jangled his head a bit, if I'm honest. Yeah, we've seen it in that slap sport before. That Dana White slaps rubbish. People get slapped and they're half knocked out. So we've taken some brains. Mike Tyson dons. We've taken some brain cells from fake Paul when the fight ain't even started. We're 1 up now. Fact. Who has people after this confrontation? Who has more brain cells? Who has less? Jake has less. His back leg's bugging, tweaking out because he got rocked to his boots. Let's play now. Don't start. Don't start, Pete. Oh, here we go. I've got it, people. I've got it. Look at this corny ass dude. So Mr. Corny pulls up, thinking it's all sweet. Babash! His back is rocked to his boots. Let's play the slow-mo. I want you to see the slow-mo here. So Mike's actually essentially standing in southpaw. He's standing in southpaw. Jake's got no reaction. Bosh, watch Jake's head now. You see this bit here? Watch Jake's head. Proper. Look at that. Oh my. I told you about the Habsburg. That long jaw side of his. Look at the leverage it creates. Mike Tyson almost spun his head around. Like Emily Rose or The Exorcist. Slaps his head and then his foot goes spastic. Watch his spastastic leg. See what I mean? It's like, whoa. Focus now on that leg. That leg looks bowed to me. It looks like, look, watch. Barge. He gets rocked and his legs like, beep. And Jake Paul still ain't reacted. He's got nothing. He looks slow. I think when you're that heavy and you're not out of shape, you can't react to nothing. You're a big old stiff sitting duck. And Mike's too lean. He's too lean. He's too charged up. And Fake Paul's getting it. The plumber from Oklahoma. He's getting it. Don't, like I said before, don't bother. Same as all the AJ homosexuals. You man was saying, oh, AJ's right hand. The same way you man went missing. Don't bother. Don't come back here. When Mike Tyson finished with this guy, don't come back and say, oh, well, I knew that AJ was just a number. Because none of you man are saying that, to be fair. No one's saying that right now, apart from me. I'm telling you. Fake Paul is no good. Yeah? And Mike's going to ride him like a donkey. A cheap donkey. A cheap old slave donkey that's been run into the ground. That's how you're going to ride him. Take it. So, what else was I going to show you? Look at this. Look at Mike. Look how lean Mike is, man. He's just bone dry. He's got striations everywhere. Look, he's cutting up. He's bone dry. He's bone dry. Fake Paul's cooked. He's cooked, people. And I don't want to hear no talk about, oh, well, you know. Mike told you. You man think it's funny and it's all a big joke. That's what all these cats do, all these new neeks. They think it's all funny. We're going to find out what's funny. That's what we're going to find. Mike's been here. He's been here, no problem. He did the Roy Jones fight. He wanted more. Yeah, he liked that too much. He wanted more. That's the difference here. And Fake Paul's never actually been in a fight, but this is the first fight he's been in, to be honest. Tommy Fury can't punch, to be fair. Tommy Fury can't punch and he's no good. This is the first time he's actually in a fight. And he's gone to heavyweight. And he's going to find out. You don't mess around with heavy. If you're going to mess around anywhere, Fake Paul would have been better off dragging up Inoue or something, 100 pounds. That's what, and just standing, keeping on end of a jab. You come to the big boys league now. Now it should be said, to be fair, let's have a look at the face-to-face, the size. So we know Jake Paul's taller. We know he's taller, but everyone's going to be taller than Mike. The weights are the same. Bottom line, people, they weigh the same when it's all said and done. In fact, Mike weighed 228. So Mike's actually a pound or two heavier. And he's got good weight as well. He's not just soft, and he's not just been eating cream cake like Fake Paul. Fake the cake. So yes, I wonder where Mike puts his. I think Mike's got quite a thick abdominal area. His body is quite thick. I've never seen Mike Tyson hurt to the body, ever. Never seen him hurt to the body. So he's got this big. He looks like, honestly, he looks like especially at this age, he looks like a silverback. Oh man, my throat's dead. That's how he looks to me. Bone dry, lean silverback. Let me show you what I mean. Let's have a look. Silver. Shaved silverback gorilla. This is exactly how it reminds me of, actually. It's more this one. It's more this kind of thing. It's one of these two. I think it's this one. This is the one it reminds me of. Mike reminds me of this. If you shave a chimpanzee or something, this is how lean they are. That's how they look. They're like bone dry. Look at this. Look at the leg striations. Bodybuilders would kill for striations like this chimpanzee here. Just bone dry, lean. Bone dry. Just definition for days. Look at his back here. Man's got a six-pack on his back. Babage. Look at the legs, man. Them chimpanzees ain't playing explosive. And that's what Mike be looking like. He ain't been on the cream cakes, man. He ain't been on the cream cakes. He bone dry, lean, explosive. You know how them chimpanzees can jump from one tree to the other. That's what Mike Tyson gonna be doing on his big bulbous cake, the Fake Paul looking ass. Yeah, he gonna be slapping him one side, rolling off, slapping in the other. And Fake Paul, as he was against Nate Diaz, 150 pound, who can't box a lick. Fake Paul had no ideas, people. He had no ideas what to do when Nate Diaz was slapping around. He was like panicking and clinging on. Fact. I did a video yesterday. He was clinging on for dear life against Nate Diaz. Nate Baked Diaz. That's what he was. Mike ain't playing. He's not playing. Fake Paul's only hope here is that somehow Mike can't take a punch. But I've heard that narrative. Oh, he's 58. He won't be able to take a punch. People, do you think Mike doesn't know that after 6 months of training and sparring, if that makes sense? If Mike had got in there, yeah, with his sparring partners, got clipped a few times and thought, wow, I'm shot to bits, he wouldn't do it. He wouldn't do it. Do it for what? Life for what? Yeah? Anyway, that's that Silverback thing done. I wanted to finally, before we get to the final words they said to each other, I do want to show the combination. It looked to me like Mike. So Mike slaps him, yeah. So Mike slaps him with his right hand, but now watch his left hand. I'm sure Mike. So Mike slaps him with his right hand, and then he. It's like he's. I don't know what that was there. It's like he throws his. It's like he throws to throw to the body as well. So he slaps him with that hand, and then Mike kind of feints to the body, almost changing levels. That's what it looked like to me. So Mike slaps him. Mike drops back and goes to feint to the body. I don't know what that was. Fake Paul didn't know what that was. He didn't know what was going on. Too much explosiveness, too much Silverback action, people. Too much bone dry lean Silverback action. When you're bone dry lean and you got the Silverback genetics, this big bulbous average normie looking ass can't do shit. That's what we saw. He didn't do nothing. He didn't pull back and get off like Countertop did. He got pieced up. Bars, no YB, he's 27 and Mike's 58. People, those reactions didn't look like a. That's what 100%. Yeah, Fake Paul, if he was really 27 like that, he should have pulled back, saw it coming, and then made Mike look silly, make Mike go swinging. He didn't. And I think, to be fair, I think Mike half expected Fake Paul to move, but he's just so slow and dopey. Ooh. Yeah, he's not an explosive athlete like that. He doesn't have them reactions to react. And we saw that against Nate, getting slapped to pieces. We saw it against Tommy, he got slapped to pieces, people. I don't know. I can't really do it any better for you. I can't really say it any easier or better for you, man. He got slapped to bits against Tommy. He got slapped to bits against Nate. Don't make me have to show you again. Don't make me have to do it. It's pissing me off. Keep having to show you the evidence. He can't fight on the inside. He panics. He panic clinches. He was clinging on to Tommy for dear life. He was clinging on to Nate for dear life. And those are little men. Yeah? Now Mike's an older man, but we'll see how old he is. That's what we will see. We'll find out how old he is. Anyway, let's get to now. What was I going to talk about? I've forgotten about it now. What was I going to say? We've got this slap. We've done the slap. I think there was.
We'll get a quick word with Mike here in a moment.
So he wants to have a word. Ario wants to have a word with Mike.
He's making his way over, the legend, the pride
This is after the slap.
of Brownsville. Mike, can I ask? The world is excited to see you one last time, perhaps. Can you just tell us the emotions, the thoughts?
Look at this. Sorry to cock you, man. But look at this, man. Look at this shape. It's phenomenal. I'm sorry. It really is phenomenal. It doesn't win. Shape doesn't win fights. But when you've got 30 pounds of pure fat on you that ain't supposed to be there, we'll find out how good. We'll find out how propulsive and how much power that gives you. Yeah, 27 or not. We'll find out how much power that gives you. That's what we'll do. Yeah.
That are going through your mind right now?
Talking's over.
Why did you push him there?
So Mike says the talking's over and just
All right,
walks off. He's not interested.
That's
Now, that was what I was going to mention. In the build-up to this fight, I've been saying, yeah, I'm confident in Mike's approach here because he's not being a jigaboo. Now he hasn't been overselling the fight. Now that slap, you could argue, well, YB, you've been contradicted. He's doing a bit of a circus here. I don't believe that was circus. I believe. You see, you plumber from Oklahoma, you are getting it, and you GI Wade, you GI lover, Wade Plemons. Lover. You GAY lover? True Geordie? You're getting it too, 100%. Tony Ballou and David Bro. That's a classic piece. That's a classic piece of history there. I'm not gonna lie. That's a classic piece of history, man. Oh Jesus. Okay. So Mike, no, it's possible. YB, you're shilling your base. You're just saying that you're confident in Mike because you have to say that. I like what this is the perfect balance for me. Yeah. Mike said enough words. If you listen to I've done videos. Mike said enough words to convince me. Okay, he's serious. It was quite low energy at the press conferences. Some people have said, "Oh, he's not confident." We've got enough now. He slapped the fire out of Fake Paul. He's not playing. He wants to put his hands in. This is what Mike's always said. The closer he gets to fight, and he's been saying it for a while, he doesn't like it when that guy comes out inside him. He doesn't like that guy to come out. He's coming out, people. He's coming out. And we'll see what the plumber from Ohio can do. Sorry, we'll see what the plumber from Oklahoma is going to do. Yeah? And I think that slap has got Jake Paul thinking, oh, I thought we were here to play. I thought it was supposed to be cute. And I thought, Fake Paul's career has been full of play fights, essentially. Anderson Silva, no good. 50 years old. Wrestler. Finished. BJJ, finished. Tommy Fury, no good. Love Island star. Mike Perry, 150 pounds. Bare knuckle, no good. He can't box like that. He can't. In fact, coming in. Oops. Took a wall out. Coming in like this. Mike Perry came in like this. Walked forward like this. That was his guard. His guard was like that. His guard was like, I swear down. His guard was like that, people. Yeah? That's how his guard was. Like this. Looking in, I'm going to get you. He's loading his right hand up like this. Mike Perry was chasing. Fucking hell. Yeah? That's the calibre that Fake Paul's been in there with. They've been small, old, can't box for toughies. That's his MO, people, if you didn't know. Ben Askren, wrestler, can't box a lick. Okay? This is the first time he's in there with someone serious. A serious operator, 58 or not. Anyway, Fake Paul responded to getting slapped that out of him. Look at this guy. So we've just seen Mike's shape. Look at this guy. Big bag of milk. Yeah, and all you kind of weird young sucker offers. Oh, YB, he's so young. YB. I've got a really unique take. If Jake Paul's actually 30 years younger. Oh, YB, I bet you haven't heard this opinion before that everyone's saying. Jake Paul's 30 years young. He's no good. He's soft. Yeah? We could all pump up to 225 if you put 40 pounds of fat on. See how good it works for you. Yeah? There's a reason you don't really see 175ers pump up to 225 like Jake Paul has done. You don't see it. You better these days, really. You barely. When was the last 175er to even go to cruiserweight? You don't even really see him. Okay, you got Zurdo Ramirez, but who's he fought? We're going to see what he does with Chris Billen Smith, but who's he fought? Who's Zurdo Ramirez fought at cruiserweight? No one. See, even that's quite a jump. To go another 20... Jake Paul's a 175er who's gone to cruiserweight and has now gone to solid heavyweight. 25 pounds above the limit. And I don't think it's going to be that good for him. He's going to be slower. He's going to be stiffer. His feet are going to be heavier. He's going to be more tired. And that's the bottom line. I think his power. People say, "Oh, the power goes up when you," and he's got them bigger gloves on as well. Yeah, with them bigger gloves. Dave Allen said, "Oh, big gloves are actually better because it's like having a heavier hammer." I'm not sure it works like that, but from my understanding, when you look at the UFC, there's loads more knockouts in the UFC. That's because they've got little gloves. So bigger gloves, categorically, in my opinion, lead to less knockouts. You don't get more knockouts in bigger gloves. You just don't. So, them 14-ounce gloves, them heavier gloves, as slow as Jake Paul was before. Obviously, Mike's going to be slower too. Mike's going to be more tired too from the bigger gloves. But then again, to be fair, we've seen Mike in 12 ounces with Roy Jones. Didn't make much difference. And Mike actually knows how to use the bigger gloves. He can, with that peekaboo style, when you have big gloves on, it covers more of your face, so you actually don't have to keep your hands up as high. The bigger gloves, like for example, if you've got massive gloves on, you can put your hands there and the gloves is like boof kind of thing. Got the little gloves on, you can put your hands here and your face is spark open down the middle kind of thing. So there's pros for Mike, but Fake Paul's was never quick anyway, and was clubbing, and with them bigger gloves on, they're going to be even more clubbing and less snappy. Anyway, here's Fake Paul's bars.
He's angry. He's an angry little elf. Mike Tyson, I thought that was a cute slap, buddy, but tomorrow you're getting knocked the fuck out. I'm fucking him up, Burial. I'm fucking him up. He hits like a bitch. It's personal now. It's personal now. He must die.
Now, again, some people might say, YB, look, Jake Paul knows the rig's in. He's going to knock Mike out because look how confident he is. He said them, I'm pretty sure, if you watch the Jake Paul and Tommy weigh-in, he did the same thing. Oh, it's personal now, bro. Bro. Oklahoma, bro. Yeah, that's what he did. He did nothing there. Ultimately, he did nothing. He didn't want to fight like that. He did not want to get in there and get stuck in on Tommy. Got his head boxed off, is what he did. So, it's easy. These are things that are easy to say. Standing there and shouting, let's go, I'm going to do this, that's easy to say. The facts are, when the bell goes, he ain't really like that. He's not. When he's in there with someone, Jake Paul's been in there with one guy who's essentially his own level. He did not bring that let's go attitude. The let's go attitude against Tommy would be, and I'm walking spark forward. I'm not going backwards with Tommy because I don't respect him. That'd be, come on, let's fight. He didn't do that. He was in there looking at the floor, stabbing out, pulling back, getting slapped to bits. So he ain't like that. That's what I got off the Jake Paul bandwagon. He talks a good game, he sells a good pay-per-view, but he's not built like that. He's not. I've seen what's inside him. Yeah, soft, new age, talking. There's no actual substance to him, because if there was, he'd have done Tommy some serious harm to plumb off and walk him. Yeah, that's what he'd have done, but he didn't. So forget about Fake Paul. I lost my money. I think I lost about a bag that night. Lost $1,000. Where's my money? I want my money. Venmo, Cash App me my money, Fake Paul. You're lost. It'll be a big mouth and no action looking ass. Get him out of it. So Tyson gonna ride this dude like a donkey. And to be quite frank with you, man, I'm not gonna lie to you. The only person in this game who's passed you these bars is the YB. I haven't heard no one else tell you the truth. Everyone else has been like, oh, he's 28. Oh, he's so young, and Mike's so old. So I can't wait for Sunday or whenever it is, yeah, to see what these washed up men have got to say. Say, oh, I know so much, YB, because I've been doing this and I've been hosting DAZN events, so I know this. Okay, we'll see what you know. That's what we'll see. Because I'm tired of these guys. You man don't know the game. I know the game. Fact. We're gonna 100%. The coins are up. Yeah, I've got a video coming later. The coins are up, people. Is that no talk? Oh, people, if you know Fake Paul's 28, that's what I don't like about a lot of these man. Yeah, what I don't like about a lot of these man who are talking about how Fake Paul's 28. Where's your betting slip, man? Where's the betting slip? Put it up. Hey, man, Fake Paul's 27. He's the business. I got $1,000 on Fake Paul. Free money. Right? Fake Paul's 27 and Mike's finished and shot. It's free money. Yeah, put a bag on. That's $500. Bash. Oops. No one do it. People, who here saw Hatman video talking about how he got $1,000 on Fake Paul? Because you know he's too young. No one doing that. They're just talking, man. It's good for nothing. Put your coins up. Put them up. Anyway, let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe. Click off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one, people. Stop it.